Hello, hello! My name is Callista and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. In the last episode, we were discussing the mastermind's involvement with the first case. They 100% took the survivor perk monopad off of Rantaro's body. 100%! And if they were involved like that, who's to say they weren't involved further? The one who took that monopad is the mastermind, I'm sure of it.
The mastermind?
The survivor perk monopad was found in the library's hidden room. And only the mastermind would have been able to enter that room, correct?
Between the time Rantaro died and when we found him, they put that monopad in the hidden room?
Nope! That's impossible!
Why? How so? Please explain.
Impossible? Why?
Huh? You don't know? Why, even my cute little cubs have already figured it out.
Your cute little cubs that you are slowly exploding one by one. Okay, let's hear their logic.
Huh? We have?
They have no logic!
Yeah, so I'll let Monotaro explain.
Huh? I've already forgotten what we're even talking about.
He's got the button! He's got the button, guys! You need to come up with something!
Oh crap, he's gonna push it! It's gonna be Monokid all over again!
The mastermind is not in any of the photos taken in the library. Why is that?
And here comes Monodum, the only competent one of the Monocubs. He is my favourite. Of all the Monocubs, I'm not too fond of them, but Monodum I like.
Huh?
Oh, that's true.
And Samugi's the first one to agree with them. I think I've got you, girl. I think I've got you.
In order to get to the hidden room, you need to move the bookcase, right?
Why are you doing their job for them, Samugi? Why are you doing their job for them?
But Shuichi and Kaede set up those hidden cameras, so... If the mastermind was using that door, they would have been caught on camera. But none of the pictures showed anyone like that.
Then, that reasoning is wrong.
Amazing, Monodon! Well done!
Hold on. The hidden cameras in the library had interval timers.
After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds. Cause I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
Perhaps the mastermind worked within that 30-second interval?
I mean, if they were in the hidden room, all they'd have to do is open up the door, dash out, grab the pad, and then dash back in. That would not take 30 seconds. You could absolutely do that in that time.
I see. So the mastermind hid in the hidden room, waited for the right timing, grabbed the monopad from the library, and then returned to the hidden room.
Hold on! There's a flaw in your logic.
What? What flaw?
Huh? Don't ask me! The Mono Cubs are gonna explain it!
Dude, you said you were gonna participate. You can't just keep putting this on your kids. You can't keep putting this on your incompetent kids, except Monodon.
What? Again?
Reject your logic without explaining why! That's the Monokuma debate style! Take it from here, Mono Cubs! And you better use your brains or I'll kill ya!
Okay, what do we have?
What are we arguing about again?
The hidden camera! Isn't it weird that the mastermind's not in any photos?
Unless they use the interval between shots.
The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopad from the body.
Then where was the mastermind hiding?
In the hidden room, of course!
If they were
Yeah.
still inside the hidden room, how would they know what was happening in the library?
If you don't know when the camera went off, how would you know the interval timing?
Bravo, Monodon! Wonderful objection!
Now we've escaped certain death.
I like that now finally Monodum is getting love. Monodum is proving his worth and everyone's just, oh, good job, Monodum, good job. I know the mastermind was trying to time it. And of course the mastermind would be able to hit the right timing.
What are we arguing about again?
So we've got a few agreed points,
hidden
however,
camera. Isn't it weird that the mastermind
I'm just
got
not
any
entirely
photos?
sure what agreeing would get us.
between shots.
The camera has a
We're not
30-second interval
arguing with
between
our
shots.
classmates, we're
That's
trying
enough
to
time
argue
take
against the
monopad from the body.
monocubs.
Then where was the mastermind hiding?
In the hidden room, of course!
Yeah, I agree with
If
that.
they were still inside the hidden room, how would they know what was happening in the library?
If you don't know when
No,
the camera
no.
went off, how would you know the interval
We're-
timing?
The sixth monocub has cameras.
Wonderful objection!
The sixth monocub has
Now
cameras.
we've escaped certain death.
Yet they'd be able to hit the right timing because they could see everything.
What are we
Because they could
arguing
see
about
everything.
again?
Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay,
How would
okay.
they know what was happening in the library?
That's wrong! The mastermind saw what was happening in the library. They had surveillance cameras.
Little teeny tiny trove hive minds with weird faces on them.
Surveillance cameras.
What? Where would something like that be?
All around us, so small that we can barely see them, except Gonta with his superhuman vision.
You don't know? Even though they're monocubs just like you?
Monocubs?
I mean these.
They look so cute, but also so weird. I don't... It's the fact that they have faces. They have... And they're holding little teeny tiny cameras. I'm just like... Them being featureless drones would be less pervy, in my opinion.
So cute and tiny!
Aren't they? They're your siblings, too.
That's a big reveal to drop so casually.
These little guys are called nanokumas. Their job is to monitor the campus.
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Monodon, we're on the same page here, buddy. We're on the same page.
Oh, Father told me. He said to make sure I told everyone.
And he forgot. God damn it, Monotaro.
I had completely forgotten about it. Good thing I just remembered.
Dumbass! You remembered too late!
There are countless nanokumas buzzing all over the campus. All the footage they record is wirelessly transmitted through Mother Kuma, and then sent to Monokuma.
Yes, via Mother Kuma. That's an important point. If Mother Kuma receives the camera feeds, the mastermind could ask it anything.
Mm-hmm.
They would know about the situation in the library and the hidden room.
I see. Mother Kuma can tell them the interval timers for the cameras.
Thus enabling the mastermind to just slip out, grab the pad, come back into the hidden room, and no one would ever know.
Then the mastermind was in the hidden room after they stole the monopad from Rantaro.
But why would they steal the monopad?
The mastermind was probably terrified by the idea of us picking up Rantaro's perk.
No, that's wrong. necessarily afraid. The survivor perk was for Rantaro's eyes only. Sure, he could have shared the info with you, but that's not the same as getting the info directly from the monopad. Because then, you can't say it was a survivor perk for Rantaro's eyes only, right? So when he died, I took it back. That's all.
I don't know about that.
How do you figure?
You look calm now, but at the time, you must have been pretty desperate. The monopad clearly stated that there was a mastermind in the academy. If we knew then that a mastermind was behind everything, we would have worked together.
And the worst thing for Monokuma is a united student base. If they have one goal that everyone is working towards, that makes them a dangerous foe. It's better to keep them separated. Better to keep them suspicious of one another.
But you couldn't let that happen. You needed us to go after each other.
Either way, you admit the mastermind stole the monopad, right?
Well, yes, but only reluctantly.
Then the mastermind messed up. If they wanted to retrieve the monopad, they should have used Monokuma to do it.
Nope, that's impossible. The rules state I can't participate in a murder, which includes tampering with the crime scene.
So the mastermind had to get their hands dirty. The school rules.
If you're so strict about following the rules, does that mean that someone is watching? If that's the case...
Still, what a waste of a survivor perk! If only he lived a little longer, then this info would have made things interesting.
Stop changing the subject!
I still don't have the whole picture, but it seems that we're all being watched. Hello, I'm right here. I'm watching you, Shuichi. In that case, this plan should go well. If I ruin this killing game by proving that it doesn't follow its own rules, I should be able to end the whole thing. That's quite a good face you're pulling, I'll take it. Thank you.
But the point of this class trial is to discuss Rantaro's case, right? The mastermind stealing his survivor perk shouldn't affect it whatsoever.
Oh, no, I disagree. I disagree. It proves that the mastermind interfered in the case. And who's to say they didn't interfere further? Who's to say we haven't been completely bamboozled?
In the end, Kaede killed him. There's no shaking off that truth.
Again, the fact that you keep insisting. The fact that the game keeps insisting Kaede killed him. 100% she killed him. Kaede totally killed him. Did we mention that Kaede totally killed him? It makes me suspicious. It makes me suspicious. Just, Kaede killed him. Moving on. Why do you keep insisting? Why do you keep going back to that point if it's true?
Yeah.
One truth prevails!
No, that's not the truth. I'm certain of that. It's a lie that you made up.
Me? Lie?
That's right. Kaede wasn't the one who killed Rantaro. The true culprit is...
The real culprit is the mastermind. It's the mastermind. They got involved. And Kaede got thrown under the bus. And this whole thing has been one big farce.
That's it. The mastermind controlling Monokuma. They're the one who killed Rantaro.
The mastermind is the culprit?
Jeez, can you call yourself the ultimate detective? Trying to overturn the results of the first class trial. The Mono Cups won't be
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for the Mono Cubs at this stage. I feel kind of bad for them.
But we said we don't know.
Okay. Okay. I'm drawn to the shot
Rantaro's
part.
killer is the mastermind. That means Kaede was the mastermind.
Let's see what they have.
The mastermind is the culprit.
Yeah, got any evidence?
You want evidence Kaede is the culprit? The shot put ball at the murder scene. She used the camera flash to lure Rantaro in, and then cracked his skull with a shot put ball.
Yep, Kaede set up the whole thing. Even the lethal shot put ball. Kaede had it all along.
See, Kaede's the mastermind after all.
Why so interested in dead people? You want to crack open a cold one?
Now, here's the thing, the whole argument of like, oh, the mastermind actually did the first murder, it all rests on the fact that we found a shot put ball with no blood on it that had pink fibers, like Kaede's sweater. The game went out of its way to say this shot put ball did not do the murder. It was not the murder weapon. Oh look, it also has these pink fibers. So I feel if we're gonna try and prove that Kaede wasn't the killer from the first case, I think we need to rely on that evidence. It's just matching it up. If I can just show that Kaede isn't the culprit, their argument falls apart. I should have evidence of that.
If Rantaro's killer is the mastermind, that means Kaede
I
was
mean,
the
I've got
mastermind.
5 minutes, so I can take my time with
The
this.
mastermind is the culprit.
Yeah, got any evidence?
You want evidence Kaede is the culprit? The shot put ball at the murder scene. She used the camera flash to lure Rantaro in,
That is
and
technically
then
true.
cracked his skull with a shot put ball.
Yep, Kaede set up the whole thing.
And she did set everything
Even the
up.
lethal shot put ball. Kaede had it all along.
See, Kaede's the mastermind after all.
No, that's... I think
Why
we
so
won.
interested in dead people?
I think we want Kaede had
Want to
it.
crack open a cold one?
Because the first 2 ones are technically true. She did lure him in with the camera. She did set everything up. Kaede is the mastermind. What does that have anything to do? Like, Kaede isn't the mastermind, but technically speaking, we can't prove that. I think that's nonsense. I think that's just something wacky. Kaede had it all. I mean, technically, we can prove that she didn't, because the mastermind had put it in the bin. If Kaede always had access to that shot put ball, like if they're saying like, oh, the mastermind never touched the shot put ball, then how did it end up in the bin? I think I've got this. I think...
If Rantaro's killer is the mastermind,
I'm a fast forward, but I think I know what to do.
Kaede had it all.
That's wrong!
Yes!
The most important fact we discovered during the investigation is this. The shot put ball that Rantaro was killed with was different than the one Kaede had.
What'd you say? I have no idea what's going on.
A different shot put ball? What do you mean?
We found Kaede's shot put ball in the bin. In the hidden room. Kaede obviously didn't put it there. So who did? The mastermind. And why would they remove evidence? And why was there a shot put ball covered in blood at the crime scene? This is... The first case was so thoroughly meddled with. I'm loving this. I am loving this reveal that we were tricked. That we were tricked from the very beginning. This is... I'm really enjoying this. I am really, really enjoying this.
I found a shot put ball in the trash can in the hidden room. But it was not the murder weapon. That shot put ball didn't have any blood on it. Rather, there was a pink fiber stuck to that shot.
Pink fiber? So what?
Look at Kaede's clothes. Look at Kaede's clothes. That's so what?
Do you remember how Kaede was carrying the shot put ball?
Kaede's backpack. She was carrying the shot put ball in there. Despite its weight, it would have been easy to carry in a backpack. I noticed you also had a spare vest which you could have wrapped it in. That would prevent the cameras you were carrying from being damaged.
I see. She had it in her backpack.
Wrapped in a vest, which is pink.
It was wrapped in her spare vest. Her pink vest.
I see. The shot put ball you found in the hidden room had a pink fiber on it.
Yes, it's a fiber from her vest. That can only mean that the ball I found was the one that was in Kaede's backpack.
What'd you say? Really? I got no idea what you're talking about.
That shot put ball did not have blood on it, so it could not have been the murder weapon. In short, the shot that Kaede used didn't hit Rantaro.
I don't know how I feel about this. I'm enjoying this. When I say that, I mean, a lot of people, you know, didn't like that I didn't think that Kaede was selfless, and you know, like, oh, does this change how I feel about Kaede? No, it absolutely does not. I will still argue Kaede did not act selflessly in that first trial. Yes, she wasn't actually the killer. That still doesn't make her selfless, in my opinion. I think she was brave. I would argue that she was very brave. But she wasn't selfless because she tried to kill someone. She thought that she had killed someone. Attempted murder is not a selfless action unless it's in self-defense or the defense of another. That is my opinion. And to be brutally honest, I don't think that Shuichi thinks it was selfless. I think the game provides us with proof that Shuichi didn't actually believe what he was talking about at the end of the first trial. Because if Kaede was selfless for committing murder to try and save 15 people, or however many people were left, if she was selfless for trying to save 15 people, Kurumi must have been the goddamn empress of selflessness for trying to kill 15 people to save hundreds of thousands. Kurumi must have been so selfless. And yet Shuichi never argued that. Because ultimately he didn't want to date Kurumi. But he did want to date Kaede. So the idea of like, oh, she committed murder. Oh, well, no. She was behaving selflessly because I want to date her. I want to date her, therefore her behavior was selfless. And I respect Kaede so much. I respect Kaede so much for not going along with Shuichi's bullshit. Like, Kaede, I didn't particularly like her personality, but she went up. She improved so much, in my opinion, when she said, no, I didn't act selflessly. Shuichi, stop this. It would have been so easy for her to go like, oh yeah, I was selfless, wasn't I? Oh, pity me. And instead she was like, no, I've killed someone. That is not a selfless action. Like, I respect Kaede so much for not going along with Shuichi's bullshit. I respect her so much for that. Learning this, that she didn't actually kill Rantaro, I still don't think she was selfless. She was brave, 100%. I would have respected Shuichi more if she had said, like, oh, she was brave. She was brave in what she did. But she wasn't selfless. Murder is not a selfless action. She was tricked, she was thrown under the bus. Still don't think she was selfless, though.
Maybe they just washed off the blood.
That is actually a good point. We're not looking, like, if we looked at the ball with a UV light, we'd still see the blood because, God, what is it? No, it's you would spray the shot put with luminol, I believe it is, and then you shine the UV light, and if you've just washed it off, the bits of blood would still show. The remnants of the blood would still show up. We didn't actually do that, so this is a good point, but maybe Shuichi has some answer for this.
If so, the fiber on the shot put ball would have been washed off as well.
That is an excellent response. Good job, Shuichi, good job.
It's clear to me that the real murder weapon is different than the shot Kaede had. Yes, Kaede set up the bookcase and rolled the shot into the vent. But that shot didn't hit Rantaro. Her plan failed.
Failed? I don't even know what that means.
It means that this entire game is invalid. The very first case, we went after the wrong blackened. The real killer got away with it. We killed the wrong person. This whole game is completely and utterly invalid, in which case, what is the point in any of this? What is the point?
If you found that shot put ball in the hidden room, then that means...
I found the shot put ball in the hidden room because... yeah, the mastermind took it. The mastermind involved themselves and they screwed with the crime scene. They screwed with the murder. They did the murder!
That's it! The mastermind took it from the library. Only they could get in that room after all.
The mastermind took it?
So they recovered the shot that missed Rantaro, and he was killed by a different one.
Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, who made it look like Kaede was the culprit. That required a bit of trickery on the mastermind's part. They prepared their own shot to kill Rantaro and switched it with Kaede's shot. They took Kaede's shot put ball and stowed it in the hidden room. To put it simply, Kaede didn't kill Rantaro. It was the mastermind.
What?
Did you...
Everyone calm down. Father is going to yell.
What? Monodum, why?
Why him? He was one of the useful ones. Why not take out Monosuke or Monotaro or even Monophony? They've not really been doing... Why Monodum?
Whoops! I got too worked up and accidentally pressed the detonator.
Oh, her vomit is blue. What does this mean?
The mastermind killed Rantaro? But why?
I believe the reason had something to do with a time limit motive.
A time limit is now in effect. If a murder does not occur by nighttime 2 days from now, then every student forced to participate in this killing game will die.
Kaede was keeping us all together, and we refused to kill each other. To break up the stalemate, the mastermind introduced that motive. However, this was a gamble. They didn't want to cause total chaos after all.
Because that would just end everything. They wanted an exciting killing game.
That motive put pressure on the mastermind, as well as us.
Yes, Kaede had a plan to kill the mastermind, but Rantaro was caught in the trap. However, her plan ultimately failed. The shot put ball that she rolled didn't hit Rantaro.
Because it missed, we would have been annihilated due to the time limit. But the mastermind wanted to avoid that situation, so they took action.
They took action and completely invalidated the killing game they were so desperately trying to protect. I am loving this. I am absolutely Loving this twist. However, I am gonna have to bring this episode to a close right here. So please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.